Okay, last one, Andrea.
The last one.
Yes, Andrea. You have a strong story of persistence and determination. You come from being an immigrant from Venezuela to practicing immigration law in the U.S. Can you tell us a little bit about this inspiring journey?
Sure. I was an attorney back home, and I'm the type of person who likes to continue and complete what I start. So when I was in law school over there, I met the love of my life. And I do this because you know what that means. When I moved here, I brought 2 suitcases full of dreams, okay? I brought a heart full in love. We have been in love before. And I brought my degree. That was worthless here. It doesn't work here. You know, it's law. But it was with me. And besides being in love, the good thing that I brought is that I was myself a priority. So I was not the perfect wife. I was not following the social rules of having babies right after marriage. I was not that kind. And that was okay. I focused my energy and my time in studying. And of course, I had to start with English, broken English that I had. I still have it, but, interesting at least. I have to start with the language. Oh, man. My goal was to be an attorney in this country. That's it. I gotta complete the goal. So it was a high mountain to climb because I didn't have the level of the language that I needed. I didn't have the American degree, and I didn't have the bar exam. So imagine everything that I had to do. The time that I passed the bar exam, folks, was just 26% of passing rate. So, do you know how much it took me to get there? Guess. How many times do you think I failed the bar exam? 5 times. So it sounds easy, 5 times, but it's 4 years of my life. It means a lot of investment, a lot of mindset, because it's easy to give up when you're tired. By the time that I got the first result, the first time I failed, my then love left. And it's really hard because when I thought the bar was my only problem, no, that was just one of many that I had at the time. When you come motivated by love, your life is centered around that only person. So imagine I had to learn from scratch absolutely everything. How to survive here, how to continue with my goals, how to adapt, how to just go on my own. And it was really hard. But guess what? In 2020, I was part of that hard score, okay? I saw my name in the passing list, and I became an attorney. And it's not that I ended in immigration law because, I love immigration law. No, I didn't know that I wanted to do that. But nobody hired me when I passed the bar. Nobody wanted me. Everybody was asking me by curiosity, how many times did you fail? Like, that was the important thing. And it was during the pandemic, so it's really hard to sell yourself when you're having Zoom interviews, especially if you have an accent. So nobody hired me. What did I do? I went on my own, and it worked. And now I have my firm. And I'm so proud of it.
All right. What challenges did you have to overcome to become the woman you are now?
Well, of course, as all of you, life is hard. And I would mention 4, which I think is the most important ones. The first one is that I grew up in chaos. I didn't have my dad, and my mom didn't make the right decisions at the time, so I grew up surrounded by drugs and alcohol, and I didn't have stability. I jumped from one house to the other house. It was really tough because, the statistics show that when you don't have that guidance from your parents, you are forecasted to fail. So that was the first. But you know what I learned since I was a little kid? You gotta share, spread the word, connect with people who can help you. So I talked to teachers, I talked to my friends, I talked to the parents of my friends, and they always helped. So I overcame that first challenge. Then the second challenge, of course, was living in a communist country where, it's really hard, where the minimum salary is just $5 a month. So it's a tough situation. Then of course, I already mentioned divorce, which is not easy for anyone. It's not easy because you have to get that heart rebuilt. But you know, I used the energy of that disappointment, of that sadness, to develop my career. I used that as the energy that I needed to move the car. So I overcame that one too. And then, of course, the challenge of adapting to a new country. You have to adapt. There are many immigrants here, so we new people. You have to learn the culture. You have to learn the language. You have to learn and love the place where you are. But I would say that the biggest challenge was, of course, my career. Like, how do I get there when you have people who don't believe in you? I was working at a job where I was a legal assistant, and I loved the job that I was doing, but I didn't love the leaders in my office. My boss, my then boss at the time, made fun of me when I failed for the 5th time. He laughed. He literally laughed at my face, and he said, "Why are you going to take the bar exam again if you have failed so many times?" So I remember his face clearly because I used that as a motivation to pass, okay? She's
so
laughing.
embedded with what you're saying. Okay, so the next question is, you manage your own law firm. How is a day in the life of an entrepreneur immigration lawyer?
Amazing, amazing. I love what I do. You know, when you work so hard to get something and then you get it, you really enjoy it. And my days are so crazy. Like, sometimes I'm representing an investor who wants to come here and invest money. The other day, I'm helping someone who is the victim of domestic violence. The other day, I'm going with someone to have a citizenship ceremony. And the other day, I'm representing couples who are deeply in love. So it's really cool. It's really cool because I get to learn so many things. But of course, I also have to learn the business side of a practice because I don't come from a family of entrepreneurs. So I don't have that culture. I don't have that in my veins. I had to get educated about that. And I have to connect with people when I don't know something. One day I'm learning about finance, another day I'm learning about marketing, the other day I'm trying to be a good leader for my team. By the way, my team is here. Thank you so much for being here. Woo! I think I'm a cool boss, I think.
Awesome, all right. What makes your business, your brand, your practice unique?
From the personal side, of course, if you're an immigrant who practices immigration, that's a really cool thing. Because people feel the empathy. I think I offer that empathy. I understand what they're going through because I've been there. I know the system. But I also have that type of personality that it's really hard. You know, the ethic rules mention that we cannot be friends or go too close to clients. You know, we have to always set those boundaries there somehow. But I'm so friendly that I always end up having friends instead of clients. And I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. It has been a great experience in the terms of sharing the values of my business the way that I am. And in the internal side of the business, I truly want to be a good leader. I want to motivate my team. I want to motivate my employees. I want to motivate my clients who sometimes hire me just because I share my story. So it's a great value to have. And I think that's some of the things that make me unique.
All right, okay. Last question for you, Andrea. What would you say to a woman who feels tired, disappointed, or lost?
Well, we have all of here, right? Felt tired, disappointed, and lost. If you feel tired, you take the time to rest. You're allowed to take time to rest. Sometimes I need a time. Sometimes I have so many things, a full calendar, responsibilities, and my body is telling me, please take a break. So listen to your body. If you feel disappointed, it's normal. You just go watch The Notebook, eat ice cream, and cry, okay? We all need to do that once in a while. We're women, so embrace it. I'm sentimental today, you know, I need to cry. And if you feel lost, then you just focus your energy on your why. And I've heard that you have mentioned, many of you have mentioned that why. You have to remember your why. Why am I here? Oh, I remember. So that's gonna help you get through the right path where you wanna get there. So I think those are the answers.
Woo!
Thank you, guys.
Love it.